7 Stoic ways to deal with people who hurt you. Master your emotions. The person who hurt you may have forgotten what they did, but you're still carrying it. You replay the conversation. You think about what you should have said. You imagine how things could have gone differently. And sometimes, without even realizing it, you give the person who hurt you control over your peace long after they've left. But what if you stop giving them that power? What if their actions could hurt you without being allowed to change who you become? The Stoics understood something most people learn too late. You cannot always control who hurts you. You cannot control what people say. You cannot control whether someone betrays you, rejects you, misunderstands you, or walks away. But you can control what their actions turn you into. Stoicism was never about becoming cold. It was about becoming difficult to control. And when someone hurts you, that difference matters because the goal isn't revenge. It isn't pretending you don't care, and it isn't allowing people to mistreat you. The goal is to protect your character, your peace, and your ability to choose your response. Here are 7 Stoic ways to deal with people who hurt you. And stay until the 7th, because the final one isn't really about them at all. It's about taking your power back. Number 1, don't react immediately. When someone hurts you, your first instinct is usually emotional. You want to respond. You want to defend yourself. You want them to understand what they did. Sometimes you want to hurt them back. But the first Stoic lesson is simple. Pause. Give yourself time before you give them a response. Because the moment you react from anger, you may say something that cannot be taken back. You may make a decision that creates a bigger problem than the original one. The person may have controlled the moment. Don't let them control your next decision. Take a breath, step away, let the emotion settle, then decide what deserves your response. Not everything deserves one. Strength is not always found in speaking. Sometimes strength is the space between what happened and what you choose to do next. Number 2, separate their behavior from your worth. Someone's disrespect does not automatically make you unworthy of respect. Someone rejecting you does not make you worthless. Someone betraying you does not mean you were foolish for trusting. And someone's inability to appreciate you does not determine your value. People act according to their character, their fears, their desires, and their limitations. Their behavior belongs to them. Your character belongs to you. This is one of the hardest lessons to learn when you're hurt, because pain makes us ask questions about ourselves. What is wrong with me? Why wasn't I enough? Why did they choose someone else? Why didn't they respect me? But sometimes the better question is not, what does this say about me? It's, what does this reveal about them? Don't allow another person's behavior to become the definition of your identity. You know the kind of person you are becoming. Protect that. Number 3, stop trying to control their understanding. This is where many people lose their peace. You explain, then you explain again. You give them the full story. You defend your intentions. You try to prove that you were right. You want them to finally understand your side. But what happens when they refuse? You explain more. And suddenly your peace depends on someone else's agreement. The Stoic approach is different. You can explain yourself when it is necessary, but you don't have to spend your life convincing people who have already decided not to understand you. Not everyone needs your explanation. Not everyone deserves your full story. And not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. Sometimes silence is not surrender. Sometimes silence is acceptance that you cannot control another person's perception. Let your actions speak where your words no longer help. You don't need everyone to understand you. You need to remain true to your principles. Number 4, set boundaries without seeking revenge. Being Stoic does not mean allowing people to hurt you repeatedly. Forgiveness does not require unlimited access. And peace does not mean tolerating disrespect. Sometimes the wisest thing you can do is create distance. You can say no. You can stop answering. You can reduce contact. You can walk away. And you can do all of this without hatred. That distinction matters, because revenge keeps you emotionally connected to the person who hurt you. You keep thinking about what they did. You imagine how to make them suffer. You wait for the perfect opportunity to prove that you won. But real strength doesn't need revenge. A boundary says, You no longer have access to this part of my life. Revenge says, I still need you to suffer so I can feel better. Choose the boundary. Protect your peace without becoming cruel. You can leave someone behind without carrying hatred with you. Number 5, don't become what hurt you. This may be one of the most important principles of all. Someone lied to you. Don't become a liar. Someone betrayed you. Don't become incapable of trust. Someone humiliated you. Don't make humiliation your way of dealing with others. Someone treated you without compassion. Don't let their behavior teach you to abandon your own compassion, because there is a hidden danger in being hurt. You can begin to imitate the very behavior you once hated. You tell yourself you've become stronger, but sometimes you've simply become harder. And there is a difference. Strength protects your character. Bitterness destroys it. The greatest victory over someone who hurt you is not making them suffer. It is refusing to let their behavior corrupt the person you are becoming. Let the experience teach you. Let it make you wiser. Let it strengthen your boundaries, but don't let it poison your character. They may have hurt you. Don't give them the power to decide who you become afterward. Number 6, let time reveal what emotion cannot. When you're hurt, you want answers immediately. Why did they do it? Did they ever care? Why didn't they apologize? Were they lying the whole time? Should I confront them? Should I expose them? But sometimes time reveals what confrontation never could. People reveal themselves through patterns, not promises, not excuses, patterns. Watch what people consistently do. Pay attention to how they treat others when there is nothing to gain. Notice how they behave when they're angry. Notice whether their apology is followed by changed behavior. You don't always need to expose someone. You don't always need to prove that they are wrong. Sometimes you simply need to observe. Let time do some of the talking. The wise person doesn't rush to judgment. They watch, they learn, they adjust, and they move accordingly. Sometimes the greatest clarity comes when you stop chasing answers and start paying attention to patterns. And now, number 7, release the need for an apology. This is the hardest one because sometimes the person who hurt you will never apologize. They may never admit what they did. They may never understand how deeply they affected you. They may even believe that you were the problem. And if your healing depends on them finally admitting that they were wrong, they still have power over you. Think about that. You may have walked away from them physically, but emotionally you're still waiting for something. An explanation, an apology, an acknowledgement, a moment when they finally say, I was wrong. But what happens if that moment never comes? Do you remain angry forever? Do you keep replaying the past? Do you keep waiting for someone else to give you permission to move forward? No, at some point you have to choose your peace without their permission. This does not mean pretending the hurt never happened. It does not mean excusing what they did. It does not mean allowing them back into your life. It means accepting that you cannot control whether they understand the damage they caused. You can acknowledge what happened. You can learn from it. You can establish your boundaries. You can walk away. And you can heal without waiting for the person who hurt you to give you closure. Because closure is not always something someone else gives you. Sometimes closure is a decision you make for yourself. You decide that what happened will become a lesson, not a life sentence. You decide that their actions will not control your future. You decide that your peace is worth more than one final conversation. And that is where real freedom begins. The Stoics did not teach that you would never be hurt. They taught you to become responsible for what happens after the hurt. You may not control the wound, but you can control whether you keep touching it. You may not control what someone did, but you can control what you do next. You may not control whether they regret losing you, but you can control whether you keep regretting what happened. And then you may not control whether they apologize or wrong, but you can decide that your peace no longer depends on it. So remember these 7 principles. Pause before you react. Separate their behavior from your worth. Stop trying to control their understanding. Set boundaries without revenge. Don't become what hurt you. Let time reveal what emotion cannot. And finally, release the need for an apology. Because sometimes the strongest response to someone who hurt you is not revenge. It is growth. It is silence. It is distance. It is becoming wiser without becoming bitter. And eventually, you reach a point where you can remember what happened without allowing it to control who you are today. That is strength, that is self-mastery, and that is freedom. Before you scroll, tell me one thing. Which of these 7 is the hardest to practice? Type only the number in the comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. And if you're building wisdom, discipline, emotional control, and lasting strength, one reflection at a time, subscribe to River Reflections. New reflections arrive every week. Until then, protect your peace, master your response, and never let someone else's actions decide who you become.